Hello, Sagittarius, and welcome back to New Hope Tarot, where we will be doing your reading for the second half of November. I have meditated upon the cards and I have pre-shuffled. As always, I will shuffle live. You'll see that this reading is going to be slightly different. I have been under the weather, and I'm going to try to keep the reading as brief as I can to prevent a coughing fit, because I have been very, very sick. So I will try to get as much done without coughing, okay? And during meditation, Spirit showed me wings. It was white, then a baby blue, and then black. And to me, that it was a symbol of freedom, but it was a personal freedom, not like a freedom of like an external freedom. It was more like an internal freedom where your boundaries go from weak to strong, is what the sense that I got with the wings. And they also showed me shadow and light. And this may have to do with something that you've been kind of going back and forth on a little bit. Maybe it hasn't been incredibly clear in your mind. These two came out together, so we want to make sure that those stay together. Okay. But back to the shadow and light, it may be something that has to do with you going back and forth about something that you haven't been clear about, or you haven't settled upon a decision as of yet. Okay. It may be something that, wow, Three of Cups twice, both in reverse. It may be something that you've been flip-flopping about, going back and forth. I believe I've already mentioned that. So take it how it resonates. I don't have any really good examples, but maybe as I do the readings, maybe something will come up, okay? Sorry, this goes here and that goes there. Okay, let's take a look at your cards. We have the Three of Cups, the Ace of Cups, Two of Cups, you want those together. So, sorry, the Three of Cups in reverse, Ace of Cups, Two of Cups in reverse, Temperance in reverse, Queen of Wands, and the Sun. Wow. Okay, they want it like this, so I'm going to keep it like that. Okay. All right. Let's take a look at what we have going on for you here. All right, it feels like this second half of November, it feels like you want to break away from something. A company is the first word that comes to mind. Some sort of group. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a company, but it could be a group, a family, whatever that looks like for you, a friendship. But it feels like you're wanting to break away. Overall, it is something that does make you, like, it holds worth to you. It's not like you're wanting to make this decision very lightly, because you are feeling, you feel tied to this. You feel tied to it. You feel compassion towards whatever this is. So it could be a work situation. It could be a family member. It could be a friendship that you've had for a long period of time. But it feels like you're wanting to part ways. It could be a marriage. I don't know. Whatever that looks like for you. But again, you're still deciding here. You haven't decided yet. You're still in that shadow phase, right? That back and forth. Remember I said the shadow and light? You're still trying to weigh out all of your options, and you're undecided. But in the end, overall, it feels like, remember I said with the butterfly wings, you want that freedom. You want that, there's a sense of freedom that you're wanting because you're not having it right now. So for instance, let's say you're with a company, but you're not doing what you want to do. Let's say, you're with a partner, but your partner isn't up to par with, with the communication or whatever that looks like, and you're like, okay, I need more. It just feels like you want more, you need more, you desire more, and you're looking to go and obtain it. But at the same time, you're having a difficult time trying to part ways from that which brought you to where you are right now. Almost like you have a sense of duty to whatever this past situation is. Okay. Yeah. Even with the high priestess or not high priestess, the Hierophant in reverse, you're like, I want change, but at the same time, I'm finding it difficult breaking away from the traditional way of doing things. Even the keys, we have the silver and gold, right? That shadow light. It's that duplicitous or that dual energy. You're like, yes, no, yes, no. We have the two. We have the Temperance with the balance, and then we have the Hierophant with the two keys. And overall, I just feel like you need to follow your intuition, your instincts, and that's what's going to get you to where you need to go. Not do the things that others require of you or that you feel is being required of you. Maybe they're not requiring anything from you. Maybe it's just the burden that you place on yourself. Okay. All right. We have the Three of Cups in reverse, the Ten of Swords together. Yeah, you feel like this is a burden. You feel like this is a burden, this union, right? But at the same time, here you are saying, you know what? I'm going to close this chapter. I really appreciate this. Even though it's a burden or it's hard for you, I feel like in the end, you're going to walk away and you're going to close that chapter, because the Ten of Swords, it sounds like a terrible card, but really in the end, you're just saying it's done. It's whatever that was, it's done. And now I'm starting anew. I can't get any better than where I am. I'm going to start new. I'm also drawn to the fact that the swords are right along its spine, it almost looks like, and I never noticed that before, which tells me that things are starting to align. The moment you break out of this, things will start aligning for you. And then we have another 10. We have the 10 of Wands in reverse and the 6 of Swords. Remember, here we are, we're leaving, we're closing this. Now we are here with the 10 of Wands in reverse, meaning it's no longer a burden. This is no longer a burden. You're like, I'm figuring things out. I'm not necessarily sure how this is going to work, but I'm willing to figure this out. But I feel lighter, even though it can be a little perplexing, and I'm moving forward. I really, really like this. And then we have the 9 of Cups in reverse with the Ace of Cups. Even though you may not obtain this 9 of Cups, Ace of Cups in reverse, there is something new that this thing, right? That there's something new that you're wanting to obtain. You're figuring it out, but first you're going to pour into yourself. You're going to celebrate yourself. You're going to align yourself, because here we have the Nine of Cups, and these look like singing bowls to me. And remember I said here with the Ten of Swords, it almost feels like an alignment. It feels here like there is an energy alignment that's happening, because you're leaving, your energies are changing, and you're gaining a new strength, a new inner strength, a new inner appreciation for self, for what you have, for what you desire. And again, remember we were talking about the butterfly, the wings, where it goes from light to light, or to white to light blue to black, where you're building that you're strengthening, you're building that that boundary, your strength, that your whatever that is, your aura, whatever it is, it feels like you're strengthening it, and it's starting from the inside out, clearing out the energy, the white, getting it stronger to the baby blue, which is the throat chakra, right? We're getting stronger, right? But first you have to connect to yourself, right? Which is the white, your higher self. You have to connect with your higher self. Then we go to learning how to communicate that and what your needs are and all of that. And then just like that boundary that you have, it's like, no, this is what I want. This is what I need, knowing it and not accepting anything less. So good for you. All right, let's see what we have here. What do we need to clarify? Let's clarify the Two of Cups in reverse, please. Let's clarify the Two of Cups in reverse. I feel like that's super important. Let's find out a little bit more about that. Yeah, Nine of Wands in reverse. Remember I said it just feels like you're wanting to break away. This feels like this is something, like the moment you leave, it doesn't feel as burdensome, right? But right now, this may be a burden that you place on yourself. It's whatever this is, it's more work than you really need to be putting into. Okay, whatever that Two of Cups is for you. Okay, we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse and the Three of Cups with the Nine of Cups and the Ace of Cups. Funny, we have 1, 2, 3, 3 aces. Whatever this is, it's starting from the inside out. You're going to start celebrating yourself, appreciating. Remember, I said that from the get-go. Well, not the get-go, but from over here. I feel like you're appreciating yourself, learning what that is, celebrating yourself. And as you gain your strength, you go towards whatever that happiness is. And here's, we have the Devil at the bottom of the deck, meaning that you just have to release this that you feel tied to. All right, in order to go get something that you truly desire, whatever that may be, you have to let go of whatever you feel tethered to, or maybe they tether you or you tether yourself to, whatever that looks like for you. All right, my beautiful Sagittarius, that is what I have for you for the second half of November. I hope this did resonate. Until we meet again.